HIV in Mississippi. In the past 30 years, HIV has made its way to Mississippi, and it is here with a vengeance. When this virus was first discovered back in the 80s, people were absolutely terrified. Terrified of how you get it. What is it going to do to you? And in the community that I lived in, there were some people that were just terrified to go use a public restroom, let alone touching somebody they did not know because of the fear of it. Then about a year, there was no cases in Mississippi, so people just stopped thinking about it. We're done. It's not here. It's something up north. It's not bothering us. Let's just not worry about it. Unfortunately, I was one of them people. Up until about 5 years ago, I started working at a facility for homeless men and women who are HIV positive. And at this facility, I was absolutely terrified. I'm going to be around these people all the time. How do I protect myself? And then after working there about a year and working with some 60 plus individuals that were HIV positive, I learned a whole lot. And from them, I was able to calm my fears and start understanding. There are some 9,900 people in Mississippi that are HIV positive. And that number is on the rise every year. There are many contributing factors to the ever-increasing epidemic in Mississippi. But there are also efforts throughout the state that are being made to try and combat this virus. One of the contributing factors, and the most important one, is stigma. People are scared of what they do not understand. The second part is, up until recently, Mississippi schools had always had an abstinence curriculum. There was no sex ed. Unfortunately, Mississippi is number 1 in teen pregnancies. Now, I have 2 teenagers myself. And if you have teens that are getting pregnant, then you're pretty sure, since they're not protecting themselves against getting pregnant, they're also not protecting themselves against STDs, such as HIV. Now the state has adopted the Abstinence Plus program to help combat this, because our highest rate of new infections is in the youth. The third contributing factor is the criminalization of HIV. By that I mean, if you knowingly know that you are HIV positive and you knowingly have unprotected sex with another individual, then you can be charged with giving this person HIV. But if you never got tested because you're scared of your results, then you can play stupid. I didn't know. I didn't know I had HIV to give it to somebody. Now that I've told you some of the contributing factors, let's move on to what the state and other organizations are doing to combat the spread of this virus.